Hey guys, welcome back to the Briles Bunch. I'm Courtney if you're new here, and today's video is going to be another What's for Dinner. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed the last few that I've done. It's really encouraging to get all the feedback that I've gotten in the comments, and I've gained quite a bit of new subscribers, so I had this idea that I might do a Q&A in the future. Let me know down below if you'd like to see that. It could be for me or me and Travis, either or, but I just thought it would be good so that you guys could get to know me more, and I would also love if you would comment down below so I could get to know you guys. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 of the dinners that we've had, and I'm a couple days into the dinners this week, or suppers, whichever you call it. We actually call it supper here, but I just wanted to tell you really quick that the first one that's going to be in this, the chicken quesadilla fajitas, are so good. So good. Like, I could have them for almost every meal and not get sick of it. It's always what I order when we go to Mexican restaurants, and being stuck in the house, we haven't been eating out like at all, and so we wanted to have like an at-home Mexican night, and it turned out so good, you guys. If you don't try any other of them, you should definitely try that one. But just wanted to say that real quick, but let's get on into the recipes. Okay, so tonight we're going to be making my favorite thing that I get at the Mexican restaurants, and that is chicken fajita quesadillas. So we've got chicken breast. I think we're just going to need one, but if we need more, we've got more over there. And then tortillas, green pepper, red pepper, onion, and then this cheese dip. I've never tried this kind before, but the stores were out of pretty much everything, so this is the only one that they had left. And then taco seasoning to season the chicken with, and some of this nor Mexican rice to go with it. When I was younger and I was in youth group, when we would go out to Mexican restaurants, all I would ever get, because I was so picky, was cheese fries, and people used to laugh at me for it. So now I've since graduated to chicken quesadilla fajitas. Also, Travis is going to be cooking most of this tonight because this is more of his forte, and I think he's going to be cooking it on the griddle, as well as probably a couple pans on the stove for like the peppers and stuff first. But I'm thinking it's going to be yummy. The kids were pretty loud in the background this night, so I'm just going to do a voiceover for part of it. We're just starting out by dicing up the chicken and getting it into small bite-sized pieces for the quesadillas. What you crying about? While the rice is cooking, I'm just going to do some of the prep for the peppers and onions and cut up those. We like our peppers and onions in this kind of a recipe to be a little bit longer. That's why I didn't finely chop them, but you can do it however you like. Now we're going to start cooking up our peppers and onions in one pan, and then chicken in another, with some taco seasoning on it. Since we were cooking the quesadillas on the griddle, I was just buttering the tortillas really quick so that we didn't have to put any butter on the griddle. Now we're adding some salt and pepper and a little bit of taco seasoning. Are we? We're not adding taco seasoning, just kidding. Just salt and pepper. Now that it's starting to get a little bit brown, we're going to go ahead and add some of the taco seasoning. gonna go ahead and stick the cheese dip into the microwave. It says just cook it for 60 seconds and then stir, and do it for 30 seconds each time after that until it's ready. Now that everything's cooked, we're just going to load up the quesadilla. This one was mine, and I don't like as much chicken and more veggies, but then we're gonna put them on the griddle. Okay, now that we've got the tortilla loaded up, we're just gonna put it on the griddle and cook it like that with some cheese sauce. It didn't take long at all. We've never actually tried making these at home, but it's looking really good, and I'm super excited. And then pour a little bit of some cheese sauce on it with some rice on the side, and there you go. Here it is plated with some rice on the side, and then for the kids we'll just do some rice and then like a little bit of chicken by itself and maybe try to give them a couple of the veggies and see how they like that. For the kids, we actually ended up deciding to just do a cheese quesadilla really quick since we had this out already anyway, and with a little bit of rice and some of the chicken on the side for them. What's the verdict?
Yummy.
Yummy.
Your cheese quesadilla is good?
Mhm.
Good. What do you think, Porter?
Nah.
Yay! Tonight we're going to be making some spaghetti grilled cheese, and this I thought would be a good one because pretty much everybody, according to the Walmart shelves, has spaghetti right now because there is none left at the store. But for that, we're just going to use some Italian bread. I wanted to get some that was a little thicker, but our store is completely out of bread right now. So we got Italian bread, then this sauce, and I add parsley, garlic powder, basil, oregano, and onion powder to it, as well as some Parmesan cheese and spaghetti noodles, and then mozzarella cheese also. We just added our sauce to the pan, and now we're going to add all of the other ingredients. A little bit of onion powder, the rest of the oregano that we have, a little bit of basil, a good amount of garlic powder, and some parsley. Now I'm going to add 2/3 a cup of Parmesan cheese to the sauce. Now I'm just buttering the bread, and all of these pieces of bread had holes in them. I got the ones that had the least amount, but there were some that had like the whole center out of it. We decided to add a little bit of garlic salt to the bread before we put it on the stove. We added 1.5 slices of the mozzarella cheese, and we're just gonna cook it like this and then take it apart when it's done on both sides and add the spaghetti in between. We've never actually made this before, so we're experimenting with it. And I don't personally like meat in my spaghetti, so that's why there's no meat in it. Mmm. finished, and I'll let you guys know on the screen if we liked it or not. And then for the kids, we didn't figure they would eat that, so we just got some spaghetti for each of them. So tonight we're just having some pancakes and bacon. We're using this buttermilk pancake mix and this peppered bacon, and we got these at a local grocery store here, and we're just gonna cook that up on the griddle. I would also love to know what you guys put on your pancakes. When I was little, growing up, I liked molasses on it. My dad taught me that, but now I just do peanut butter and syrup on mine. I'm just mixing all of the ingredients according to the package on the back of the pancakes. Breakfast for supper is one of my favorite things. I love breakfast food. I'm telling you, Travis is much better at doing pancakes than I am, because I'm very impatient and want to flip them way before they're ready. But he says that I'm better, but I don't believe it. Turned out really thin, so I'm gonna put a little bit more mix in for the rest of them. Now that I cooked the pancakes, I'm letting Travis cook the bacon. How done do you guys like your bacon? This right here is about how I like mine. So here it is, and we've got a few more pieces of bacon still cooking on the griddle. But yum, I love breakfast for supper. What is y'all's favorite breakfast dish, so I can get some more ideas? And also, I would like to know if you all would like a what's for breakfast video in the future. I think that would be fun to do. And another thing real quick, I always break up my pancakes like this before eating them, and Travis thinks that's weird because, and I know that most people always serve them without being broke up, obviously, but it just makes it so much easier. And of course I do it for the kids that way too. But I like mine broke up before I put the syrup and stuff on it. So tonight we're gonna be having some fried chicken. I'm gonna season that with either this ranch or breadcrumbs or both. I haven't really decided yet. And then also making a broccoli rice casserole. This is one of my grandma's recipes, and I changed it up a little bit because it called for some cheese whiz, but I'm gonna try this cheddar cheese soup mix instead. But I've got 2 bags of broccoli. I'm actually gonna make double because it makes like a whole casserole pan, but that would be too much for us to eat at once. So I'm gonna freeze one and then make one tonight. I've got an onion and an egg for that as well, and a can of cream of chicken and rice. Just gonna start by preheating the oven to 350. These are the kind of broccoli bags that you can cook in the microwave, and y'all should know by now that I'm definitely taking the easy way out and doing that versus the stovetop. So I'm just gonna cook both of those in the microwave real quick, and then we'll mix everything up. While the microwave's going, I'm just gonna go ahead and chop up my onion real quick too, because the broccoli takes about 6 minutes per bag in the microwave. Okay, so that first bag of broccoli had like a lot of water in it, so I actually drained this one and then I'm gonna put it in the chopper to kind of chop up some of the bigger pieces this time. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add the egg. The cream of chicken. And then the cheddar cheese soup, I'm actually just gonna start with half of it and then see where that goes. Because like I said in the recipe, it called for 4 ounces of Cheese Whiz, and this is a 10-ounce can, so we're just gonna see how much I need first. And then 1 cup of uncooked minute rice. I think I'm gonna add the rest of the can. I decided I would put a little bit of butter in the bottom of the pan too, instead of just spraying it. So there's the freezer one, and here's this one, and you just want to cook that for 45 minutes to an hour or until yours is done. And now let's get started on the chicken. Okay, so I've got my eggs and then flour mixture. I've got a cup of flour here, and I'm just gonna mix in some of the ranch seasoning too for the chicken. I don't really know if that's even gonna make like a flavor difference, but I thought I'd try. I've got a mixture of the flour like I showed you, and then the egg, and then I'm actually gonna use this Lipton onion mix. I'm gonna try that out, mixed with some panko breadcrumbs. And then I'm just gonna use my tongs and put it in the flour mixture. Do a few at a time. Now that I've made quite a mess, I'm gonna start heating up the pan with some butter, but I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. It's been about 6 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over. I usually make baked chicken. I think I've probably fried chicken twice in my whole life. Travis usually does it if we fry it, but I decided to try it out. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. I just got it out of the oven, and 45 minutes was perfect in our oven. But if you wanted it a little bit done, cook it a little longer. But it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. And the chicken turned out really good too. Here it is. And I tried the chicken, and that's probably my favorite chicken that I've ever made.